Hi everyone, welcome back with me, Amanda Cecilia Terra, and also Cherry Bano. And today I would like to explain about classroom management plan for grade 8 for Indonesian junior high school context. With our team here, Cherry Bano with students name number A1B223016, and also me, Amanda Cecilia Terra with students number A1B223013. And let's start with our classroom profile. Before we start with this profile, I would like to explain that this classroom management plan focuses on a grade 8 English as a foreign language or EFL class in an Indonesian junior high school. And the school is a public institution situated in an urban area equipped with an adequate teaching facilities including projector, whiteboard, and a classroom speakers. And then the class consists of 32 students aged 13 to 14 years old. Then the students have diverse learning preferences, mixed academic abilities, and also varied levels of participation. And for the English proficiency level, we choose the A2 elementary level based on the CEFR framework so that they can understand simple phrases, follow basic instruction, and also interact in short exchanges. However, they also require some support vocabulary development, pronunciation, and also sustaining attention. And our learning needs first is to support through clear and consistent instruction. Second is variety of learning activities to maintain interest. Third is special aids to support comprehension. Fourth is structured routines to guide behavior. And fifth is the positive reinforcement to build confidence. And this is our classroom layout and also the environment. Let's talk about how we arrange the class and in order to promote communication and also active learning and also effective classroom management. The seating and the spaces are designed to support individual, pair activities while allowing the teacher to monitor all students easily. And because of that, we choose the U shapes. And in here, this feature located at the front left side of the classroom for easy supervision and movement. And then we also have some whiteboard positioned at the front center for maximum visibility. And for the student sitting arrangement, the desks are arranged in U-shaped formation to support discussion, to ensure visibility, and also to maintain teacher-student interaction. And in here, we also probably will have some wall decorations, example like motivational posters, grammar chart, and also English expression that place strategically around the room. And why we choose this shape? Because the U-shape seating increases participation and also allows eye contact and reduces of class behavior. And also it's the open central space supports that can support role plays, presentation, and also interactive learning. And then overall, the layout enhances visibility, reduces distractions, and also support an interactive EFL environment. Now let's talk about classroom rules and also expectation. In here, we have a very simple classroom rules and expectation because we know that when you teach kids around 13 to 14, they tend to obey a simple rules instead of very heavy rules. And the first rule is to respect everyone, which means to listen when others speak and use polite language. Second is be prepared, means that bring learning materials and be ready when the class starts. Third is follow instructions quickly, means that respond promptly to teacher directions. Fourth is participate actively, which means engage in activities and use English whenever possible. And fifth is keep the classroom clean, which is maintain cleanliness and take care of school property. And that's for the rules and expectation that we hope that will be happening in our classroom. And now we move on to daily routines. For the opening, we have a very common things we do, which is reading. So students will enter the class and sit down and prepare the book and the dictionary, and also teachers read the class and explains the lesson objectives. And then in the transition, usually we'll do some cues or signals for smooth movement. Example, like when we say attention class, or we do a countdown or a hand signal. And next, for the ending routine, we will do some reflection or summarization of what they learned, and some of any assignments or worksheet, and also teacher closes the class with a reminder or encouragement for the students. And these rules and routines follow the Wong and Wong's model, which is emphasizes clear expectation and also consistency, and also Colin's witness, which routines prevent disruption and also improve class flow. And then Cantor's assertive discipline, where helps implement rules firmly but still respectfully. Now we move on to Shahar Pana for the explanation.
Okay, so now we move on to the motivation and engagement strategies that we use in our class. So first of all, I will give the overview. So motivating junior high school learners, it requires a combination of positive reinforcement, engaging activities, and supportive teacher communication. So it's not only always a negative, but it can be positive with some engaging activities. And these strategies that we are going to use aim to increase students' interest, confidence, and active participation in English learning class. So we use some motivation strategies, for example, reward system. So sometimes we give them point rewards like maybe weekly recognition, and top points earners receive certificates or verbal appreciation or applause like that. And second is group rewards. Some groups earn points for collaboration and good behavior. And this system supports positive reinforcement that helps students develop their good habits and boost their confidence. And second one, we have praise and encouragement. The teacher uses immediate verbal praise to reinforce good behavior and effort. For example, while saying like, great job, staying focused. And I like how your group work together. That's really nice. And these positive teacher talks lowers anxiety and builds students' confidence. And C is engaging and varied activities. Some activities are designed to keep students active and reduce boredom. For example, role plays, playing different vocabulary games, pair and group discussions, and creative tasks like making posters and dialogues between your pairs. And due to these activities, it will follow communicative language teaching or CLT principles. And we can also use autonomy supportive choices. For example, the students are given choices in certain tasks like choosing partners on their own and selecting between two activities, which one they are more attracted to, and choosing topics for small projects. So these kind of activities will increase motivation by supporting autonomy. And the engagement strategies that we will use in our class are the use of visuals and technology. Visual aids help students stay focused and comprehend better. For example, using slides and short videos for engagement, and flashcards and story pictures, flashcards for learning new vocabulary and to memorize them, and also learning clear learning goals. The teacher states the daily learning objectives at the beginning of the class. For example, today we will learn how to describe people using adjectives. And also we can use movement-based learning. So the activities involving movement help reduce restlessness. For example, station rotation. So teacher can go from one place to the other and changing the position of the students, and also gallery walks. And theoretical rationale is using self-determination theory by Dacey and Ryan. And that is motivation increases when students feel competent, autonomous, and supported. And also we have to use this theory by that is named positive behavioral supports or PBS. And this one includes positive reinforcements that promotes better behavior in the students. And third one, we have constructive learning theory. in which the students learn better when actively engaged. Next, please. Okay, now we have component 5, that is behavior management plan. First, the overview of this topic is the behavior management plan aims to create a safe, orderly, and positive learning environment in the classroom. It combines prevention strategies, positive reinforcement, and consistent consequences for misbehavior. So, first, how we prevent these problems and how we manage these behaviors in the classroom. First, we give them clear expectations. For example, classroom rules are introduced on the first day, and the expectations are reviewed before activities that may lead to distractions. For example, group work, and it can be, there should be like consistent routines that are well-established routines to reduce confusion and prevent off-task behavior. There should be like opening, transition, and ending routines that can help structure the lesson. And engaging instructions that are interactive activities reduce opportunities for misbehavior in the classroom. For example, like pair work, group tasks, and hands-on activities keep students focused. And teacher vividness is by Koenig. Teacher scans the whole classroom continuously, and teacher stays aware of potential disruptions, and the teacher positions themselves strategically to oversee all the students in the classroom. And also to how we respond to this misbehavior in the classroom. So we use a two-level system that addresses minor and major misbehaviors. For example, first one are the minor issues, for example, cues, reminders, and warnings that include nonverbal cues, for example, eye contact or hand signal, and verbal reminders like please stay focused, or warning like this is your second reminder. And consequences, so maybe seek change for the students, point deduction, or brief reflection. And major issues that includes like disrespect, repeated disruptions, or bullying. And the responses that we can give in these major issues are immediate stop signal, like stop, this behavior is not acceptable in our classroom. And or maybe private conversation outside the group, or documentation of the incident, or we can contact the parent for ongoing issues, or referral to counselor or discipline teacher if behavior continues. And to moving on to positive reinforcement system. So positive behavior is encouraged through verbal praise, points and group points, weekly certificates, or good behavior tickets. These strategies help students feel recognized and motivated. And we are using restorative approach for the conflicts between the students. So the teacher facilitates a conversation, students explain their perspectives, students agree on a resolution. This helps build empathy, responsibility, and stronger peer relationships. Moving on, the teacher language and communication strategies. So the teacher uses clear and simple instructional English and encouraging language by saying like good effort, try again if you fail, it's okay. And respectful redirections like let's focus now. And the teacher can also use some nonverbal cues like eye contact, gestures, signals, strategic movement to maintain the presence. And the communication builds trust and support, and that can control the classroom better. Next. Okay, so this classroom management plan presents a comprehensive framework for creating an effective, engaging, and well-organized English learning environment for grade 8 English as a foreign language students or EFL students by developing a clear classroom profile, designing support to physical layout, establishing consistent rules and routines, and integrating meaningful motivation and engagement strategies. This plan aims to build a classroom atmosphere that promotes both academic success and positive behavior. And the behavior management system emphasizes prevention, positive reinforcement, and fair consequences, ensuring that students understand expectations and feel supported in their learning journey. And through this simulation, and video demonstration, the practical application of these strategies becomes more visible, and we can structure more positivity and student-centered practices. I think that's all from our group. Thank you so much.